Hello everyone and welcome back to a build. Now I am doing something a little bit different today. You might be wondering what? You probably saw the thumbnail maybe that I'm building a room and you're like, why is that different, Velvet? Why? That's not that different. But it is what I'm going to be doing with the room that is going to be a little bit different. So I was thinking, what if, say I built a kitchen, a dining, a living area, maybe 4 bathrooms, 3 bedrooms, and then maybe a study, maybe a gym, I don't know, stuff like that, maybe a library even. And what if I built all these things and did them all separately, and then at the end of the builds, so I'll do a collection of builds where it's sort of separate room builds, and then at the end I need to make a house out of it. I thought that would be so much fun. I don't know how big, I realize this is like a huge kitchen. It's not going to be kitchen and dining, it's just going to be specifically a kitchen. So I'm just giving myself lots of room to begin with, and we'll go from there. So it is a modern vibe, so that's quite nice for a modern vibe. We could go like quite simple modern palette with the black and the white. The white and the blue is really nice. Actually, I love this. I think that's quite cool, like a light brown and a dark brown kind of mix. I don't want to go with a red, and I don't like that brown. I don't mind. Do I go with a light brown or the slightly darker brown? I actually really like that. Yeah, okay. We've decided on a colour palette. I don't know what I'm going to do for layout. Let's see how it all comes together. And I might actually, maybe I could even mix it up with 2 colours. Let's see how we go with that. That might be an idea too. So we're going to use this brown. I'm just kind of shoving counters in at the moment. We'll work out what size we're going for. We could go for like the oven in the middle there, and then like an end counter there. Oh, it's got a nice round end counter. I like that. So what are we going to do for fridge? Because I mean, we've got the spa day fridge here, which we could do, but I think that's more Jimmy, and I don't really not like Jimmy Fallon, like Jimmy as in the gym. Yeah, so I don't think I'll use that because it's all drinks. And I don't love being able to see through a fridge. We could go for something like the growing together one. It's just a matter of finding one that actually fits. I didn't think this through with the spa day stuff. Come to think of it, maybe that could actually work. Go for the, oops, that's in the wrong place. It's supposed to be an oven. So maybe I could put the fridge on the end down there. Oop. There we go. Maybe I'll just keep that in mind. We may change that, I don't know, which would mean I probably want to go with the matching oven here. Do we go white or that? That's something, because that's kind of greeny. That's not ideal. That might work, or that actually is probably the better one. So let's see. So let's bring this in and bring this in a little bit more here. I mean, I can always extend it if I need to. So let's think about windows. What windows do we want to use? So we want to go modern. I mean, I wish there were like better options for like something like this, but not this, you know, kind of like one, so it's like, I'll show you what I mean, like that long. So it's kind of like 3 grids long instead of like just 2 grids long. Like a nice really long wide window, but not like super wide, like a really good kitchen width, so like you can put the hanging cabinets over top, and like this here is like the perfect width, but I don't want an open window, you know. This is my 99 problems that I have with building, I guess. What did I go with? Mid brown. So we could go like that, and then we could go bigger cabinet. It kind of hangs down a bit. We'll see how we go for windows, but let's put in the and slightly thinner one, and then we'll do a thinner one above here, and then we can do maybe a slightly lower one here and an end one here. And it kind of irritates me that the end hanging cabinet is so much wider than like this one, than the floor one. Because it's like, you know, I want them to be the same length. Anywho, so windows. Back to windows. Yeah, this is what I'm like when I'm building, and you see the speed builds and I get it together by the time I actually do the commentary on those, but as I'm building, there's this stuff that I'm thinking. So we could go something like Spa Day and stack them. See, this isn't a bad window as far as kitchen windows go. It would just, I'd like it to be a little bit wider. Are you sensing a theme here? So maybe we could go like this and put that window there. The colours though. I actually don't mind these at all. The Eco Living ones are really good. These are the kitchen windows that I want. These are them. So let's have a look at the colours. So we can maybe go with grey and the light brown. You do need to be conscious of where you place things underneath there though. Might go that brown there, and then we can repeat that over here, and then over here. So plenty of window space. I do want shelving. You know what? I might get rid of this here. So doing a nice big cabinet there just to finish off the kitchen, and maybe we shift that over one, like so. And then we can maybe have like a couple more counters actually going here. So I deleted those counters and I'm going to put them back now. And then we have shelving maybe going up there, and maybe a bit of shelving under here too. So let's go into the Immaculate. I think will be the shelving that I want to use, because I just want to put like a bit of clutter in the kitchen. And I don't know if this is going to be, oh yeah, there we go. So we'll fix the height of those later, and then just run that up. Maybe we put that up there and run that down a little bit. Oh, I'll change it later when I do the clutter. I don't know, that's the kind of idea that I'm going for. Then we want to have like a kitchen island in here, so that fills that space there. I was also thinking whether or not we actually do a different colour at the top. I don't know, like the brown, if they had like the countertop brown and did like the opposite shade, so I did this brown but that, but obviously not that. But so because this brown has like quite a bit of orange in it, it doesn't really match. You know, just not to have that samey all the way through. Maybe we could go for like black, and this is what happens when I build. I like change the colour palette. Maybe we could go black and white. I do love that brown, but then we can change the shelving there to white. White. And we can mix it up with a bit of blue as well if we need to. I don't know, is that kind of weird? Go black on the windows. I don't know, and I kind of feel like I want to finish that off with another cabinet. Like that, and then get rid of that. I like the layout, I am not sure on the colours. I don't know, that's just not working for me. I like the idea, but it's just not quite there yet. But I do like this layout with like the clutter, like space and stuff there. And let's just do, you know what I really wish that we had is like the top hanging cabinets for the patio set. I get why there's not, because it was designed for outside, but still, I still would have loved it. Go 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and then round and round and round we go. So let's have a look at our seating options. Keeping in mind that I am very likely going to change the colours on this, because I'm not convinced that this is the right way to go. Okay, so I actually won't put seats on the other side, because I think that's just going to be too squishy and you're not going to be able to really move around freely. Maybe home decorator. We could do like a couple of lights down like that. Actually, I don't mind that, unless it's anything else that stands out to me. I mean, I don't mind these either, but they're more less modern. Ooh, boy. Some of these hang really low. I mean, that's another option as well, but I don't mind the home decorator ones there. So let's stick with those for now. Colours. I don't know. I do need to decide on this. I love the layout. I'm happy with the layout. I'm just not 100% sold on the colours. So I'm going to keep decorating for now. Cool. This is my favourite sink. Is this one, the Cool Kitchen one? I do love the Snowy Escape one too. So I'm going to put in our lovely smoke alarm above the fridge there, and then it's just clutter going in. I mean, it's not too much. Kitchens are pretty simple as far as layout goes. It's just colours and stuff that really get me with kitchens. Because I mean, there's stuff that you can do with kitchens. Maybe you can make them more fancy, but maybe I'm just not clever enough to make them fancy. Maybe we could go grey and black, and then we can do like white floors and maybe a white wall. Oh, I want to change the sink. Maybe we could change these bigger hanging ones to black. I mean to grey, and then they can sort of tone in with the black as well. I like that better than the white. And I might go to... Oh, I can never tell the dark brown from the black. Okay, those all look brown to me. So that must be the black. That looks grey. I don't know, that looks brown as well. All of them look brown to me. Maybe they are all just shades of brown. I don't know. Okay, go black on that, and then we can have the white wallpaper in behind. By wallpaper I mean tiling. And let's just switch these to grey, and I'll see what options we have on the seating colours as well. I might go lighter, yeah, lighter grey. There we go. To mix that up. So in terms of the tiling, let's have a look. So we could go for like a grey on the floor. That sort of blends in a bit. Or, I mean, I don't think... we could go for something... Oh, no. We're not doing that. Like a lighter... I don't know. I don't think a pattern's going to work there for a modern. We could go for like a brown on the floor actually. That I don't mind at all. And then like I definitely want a white tile on the wall. You can even go for like a basic like that. Because I mean you can barely see the wall, so it's not such a big deal. Just basically there. It's probably better than going for something like that. You know? Because you can't actually see it anyhow, and this way at least you get the full tile running across it. Or we can go for a slightly bigger tile. That's actually a nicer tile, so we'll do that instead. So let's look. Maybe we'll put some more lighting in. Obviously the room's open at the moment, so we can't see much anyhow as far as the lighting goes. But if we put a little smidge more lighting in. And we'll see how that looks when we close it down. So, do we want a runner? I think maybe we want a runner running along here. You know, I already know which one I think I'm going to go for, because that's what I really want in this game, is more runners, for sure. Because, I mean, look at this. This is just... No, I can't put that in a modern home. So, no. This, I could put in a modern home, but there's like 3 swatches there, 4 swatches there that are kind of usable. The dots, they aren't great, and the colours are all, no, not great. And then you got this one, which is perfect, base game 1, and this is probably one of the most used mats I use in the whole game, because it's great. But this fitness shag and tail runner rug, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Like lots of beautiful plain colours, and like there's patterns there as well, and I mean that's amazing. As far as like what it is, you know, that's what I want to use in the game. More of stuff like this. As to which colour, I'm not entirely certain. Let's move that up one. It's a little bit unscented, this room, because of this bit here. But I actually think I need this bit here, so that's okay. So maybe we could go for something like a blue. Because that kind of, like the grey is kind of, is this grey or is it blue? I don't know, the lighting's so off at this point that I can't actually tell. So I'm going to go through and find all the kitchen clutter that I want to use, and I'll come back with you guys very shortly. Alrighty, so I have a whole lot of clutter. So I found some wall stuff. I'm kind of thinking I might actually build in these walls as they're going to be for the room. Oops. Move that over, and move that over, and like so. Alright, so we have our fully enclosed room. So we need to have like an entranceway to our kitchen, right? Because when we build, we are going to have to attach this to other rooms. I was actually thinking while I was finding my clutter that I might actually do like a list of rooms as well. We can tick them off as we go, and we're going to call it the puzzle house because we're going to puzzle it together by the time we're finished. And I was also thinking that we might just do it as like an archway, something like this. I love this doorway. I think it's one of my fave. It's industrial, so I feel like that's got that modern vibe. And I don't know, do you think I've got enough room, or do I need to go one wider with this? Kind of feel like I need to go one wider, and that just gives us a little bit more room to get into the kitchen and walk around and make it more usable, because I am very conscious of things being usable. I don't want, you know, it's all very well being pretty, but if you can't use it, what's the point? We're playing a game here, right? We want to be able to play in it. That makes sense. So maybe we could do... Actually, I haven't put rubbish bin in either. Like some wall hanging stuff down there. And then we're going to have space around here too. But I was actually also thinking that maybe this could be like a doorway through to the dining area or another room or something going through there. So we're going to have two walls here that have like mainly door on it. So we can put something here in this little section here. And we've got our counters going in here with clutter very shortly. So I think that all makes sense. I am conscious that by putting windows in here, I have like made this a decision that this will go on the edge of the house so that it sits on the outside. But I'm also okay with that decision. So let's have a look. So I have found like bits and pieces of shelves. Now I don't think I've ever used this shelving. But I don't mind this shelving. It's just something a little bit different. And maybe we could put like the tea set under there. And like a counter, so we'll go black, and then some counters under here like that, so that's quite cute, and maybe with some plants on there. I'm gonna have to slide them on over to get the place that I want and move into Sims 3 camera. Do you guys build in Sims 3 camera or Sims 4 camera? Out of curiosity. Because I build in Sims 4 camera because I don't know how to use Sims 3 camera. Because I never played Sims 3. So I try to move around in it and I just fly all over the place and it's utterly ridiculous. I actually really like this little vase set because it kind of looks herby. So I quite like it. I'm going to have to move that over as well. There we go. So that's a little section there. So I found this little olive oil thingy. So maybe that one can go over here in this corner, over by the fridge. Like a little olive oil display. And we have our pots and pans. I might shrink them down a little bit. You know what? I might maybe hang them up here and then put that under there. No. Not happy with that. I'm going to put that up there. Oh, I hope that doesn't block off the fridge. Well, I guess we'll find out later. When we build the whole house and we play test it, I'm sure you'll find out. And then we've got our lovely utensils, which I think actually might work okay here. And I love this actually log roll. I saw it in somebody else's build and I thought it was actually really cool to use in the kitchen. But I don't really have space. Maybe I can just slip it in there. There we go. Slip it in. And, oh, you know what I want to put in here too? The aprons. Where are they? Here it is. Ah, beautiful. Let's see about some clutter. So, oh, you know what I didn't put in here either is mugs. Anywho. So I'm just going to put as much as I can that sort of snaps onto the shelving. It's stuff that doesn't snap I will muck around with later. So I've just pulled out all the bits and pieces that just caught my fancy as I was going through. Ugh. So here we go, salt and pepper. Will this snap? This will snap too. Okay, so I do have some mugs. Where are those mugs? These. And so we can put maybe 3 of those in, and then there's some sets of 3 mugs there. And I need something else for this little space. What if I was going to do this soap holder by the sink? I don't think the knife... Oh yeah, the knife's neck. Perfect! So that's some lovely clutter there. I will just change the colours around. I might go white. Or maybe we could go... Actually, I might just keep them blue. Bring in a touch of blue into the room. More blue. Okay. So we can put our counters under there. I will not keep that much clutter on there, don't worry. So I've got another shelf here. I don't know, it's a bit of a weird corner for it. I don't think you'll be able to see the clutter very well. So let's see whether or not I can slide that down a little bit. I don't really want it going through the window either. What else have we got that we can put there? Actually, what about the coarse ranch plates? Those... I can never find where those are sorted. Okay, so let's see, I'll put those over here. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, maybe we could stack them. I love how they stack. That is just amazing. Very good. So now we have some floaty stuff that we need to float over there. So let's go... Probably not tall stuff in that section. I was thinking put the rubbish bin under there. The lower stuff that will sit just under the shelf, that was going to be perfect for over there. And then we can do like, oh, I was gonna say, why have these two things combined themselves? Maybe we could do like a little clutter at the end of that bench there. Bloop, bloop, bloop. So what else have we got that's quite low? So this, oh, I might put this on top of the... actually, you know what? I am going to put those on top of the fridge. So, I don't know. Oh, there's a cereal one too. I don't need to copy it. I just need to drag it. That I really like using. This is from the Outdoor Retreat Pack. It's just like quite neat on top of the... Oh, that's probably a little bit too high though. Shrink it. There we go. There is like a cereal that you get with the Outdoor Retreat Pack. It's this one. Affordable yet esoteric as preserved food. And I will shrink that. You know, it's the kind of thing that you might just put on top of the fridge. So I like it. So I might put these over here as well. The tongs and the soap. Let's move this little sucker. Oh, that's a terrible place to put that. What a terrible place to put that, Velvet. Way to make it difficult on yourself. I could do like a hand soap thing, but I just thought that was pretty. Basically. And there. Okay, so I think that's most of my clutter that I want to use. I do want to put a rubbish bin and a dishwasher in too. So I'm going to do the odd shrinking dishwasher trick here. So I can put a rubbish bin under this. So I just use the cheap dishwasher, shrink it down and put in rubbish bins. I might go white and do a couple like that. Fill the space. And what else was I was actually going to put an actual proper dishwasher in. Is what I was going to do. Maybe in grey there. I kind of feel like I want maybe a plant as well, like a little bit more greenery. I'm definitely going to use my favourite of all the hanging plants. It is my very favourite from the Blooming Rooms kit. I love this kit so much, and I love this plant so much. It's my favourite plant. It's just so pretty. It's just so pretty. And maybe we could use this dining out one, although I don't actually have a lot of wall space to put that, so maybe I won't. That's the problem, is I actually don't have much in the way of wall space. Just thinking maybe I could put something there. Maybe. I might need to move that for the minute. Let's see what I've got in the way of greenery that'll sit nicely on top of these shells. I love this greenhouse haven, a little plant too. It's actually really lovely, and it looks really nice when you make it bigger as well. Still keeps its really nice shape. What else can we use? We really need some more little small nice plants that clip nicely onto things. That would be great. See, and now they're blocking the I'll shrink that back down again. I just want some little plants because I don't want them blocking the utensils. So probably want to use maybe this one here. Okay, that's going to do the trick nicely, I think. There we go, that's a bit better. Ta-da! So I was also thinking about, I've got this shelf up here. I forgot about it entirely. You know what I was actually going to put up there? Was towels. So like little hand towels, maybe, as an idea. So grabbing maybe the blue ones. I don't know if they're going to snap up there though. They're not. But I was thinking about just making them like a little bit smaller, like they're tea towels or something. Oh, although there is a cool kitchen book set that I did want to use too. I'm so excited for the new stuff pack that's coming out. The Hustle. Oh man, you'd think I'd remember that one. The Kitchen Hustle one. I'm really excited about that. I think that's going to be so cool. What did I do with all the dish? I had a whole lot of dish stuff, but it's disappeared. Oh, I still haven't put this stuff up. The doy. Silly me. I'm missing a whole lot of stuff. No wonder I'm missing a whole lot of clutter. Silly me. Silly me. I forgot about that section. Okay, so we can put something else in front of the bread basket. I probably won't use that. Well, what about these condiments can go there. And then we've got a dish rack here. I'll probably get rid of the s'mores kit and the other dish rack. We've got pots and pans, and maybe we can put that over here, just overhanging a little bit. That brightens up that corner a little bit. Probably don't need to use that or that. I don't like where that's sitting, so let's move that around a little bit. So there we go. I think that's a better angle for that particular clutter item. And then maybe a bit of tea there, and some condiments and some pots. I love this knife set, it's so good. You know what, I'm going to get rid of that shelf, and I'm actually going to use this knife set here. And I love these flowers. So these flowers are going to go, actually we're going to go with blue, because it's a colour that we've got running through the place. I might move those properly over. And cookbook set is what I was actually looking for and failing at finding, because I got distracted. Oh, beautiful. So was there anything else here? Oh, maybe I could put the cookbooks over here. And bring that forward a little bit. Put this half in behind. There we are. And like that. That's better. What I do want now is to do I don't know whether or not I can get away with just one for this, but let's see. I do want to do a hand towel. This is probably my favourite one for doing this particular trick. But there's no blue. Oh, this one here. So do the little dangling on the old counter trick. So I'll just repaint that. There we go, and I accidentally deleted my sink, didn't I? Shoot. Sink, 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 sink. Ta-da! Okay, so we've got a towel in front of there, we've got lots of clutter. You know what? I love this kitchen. I would like, yeah, I would be so happy to have this kitchen on my own. Oh, and I was going to put flowers in the middle of here. Okay. Now this requires me having to shift things around. Hey, I had something there and it's gone. What did I have there? Okay, fine. Fine, just disappear. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Let's just do a dish rack. That'll do the trick nicely. And I was looking to do a plant in the middle there. Could do that one. And I don't know, I don't want to put too much clutter in the middle of the kitchen counter at this stage. Just keep it pretty simple. Nice flower in the middle. Ew, very classic. Very classy. Okay, well, I'm pretty happy with that. I am actually very happy with that. I might just take a look at the floor. I'm just not 100% on the floor. So let's have another look at the tiles on the floor. I'm just thinking whether or not we go like a slightly darker brown. I feel that it's just going to add a little bit more warmth to the room. And I feel like, you know, kitchens are kind of warm and cozy, and that's going to be quite nice to have something, you know, a little bit warmer going on. So that's what I'm just thinking about adding. See, I want something kind of in between. So that's a little bit too grey, and that's the colour that we're using. Ah, there we go. That's what I want. It's kind of the grey and the brown and mixed in. Although, maybe it's not what I want. Too samey. Maybe, actually, I could go for this one is what I want. It's probably, it's got like it's a brown and grey. Okay, we're done. Do you want to take a wee tour with me? Okay, you have to because you're watching. Alright, so this is our beautiful kitchen. I love it. So I love all the little bits of clutter, and I think, you know, this will be nice in a really modern home. It's just got that vibe about it. By vibe, I mean a modern vibe. I think it looks lived in and modern, which is exactly what I was going for. And the thing is, I wanted to make it very still usable, but it's something that I am conscious of. I want to make it playable but pretty. So I feel like that we've achieved that with this particular kitchen. Very playable, very modern, and very pretty. And that is our lovely kitchen. Thanks for joining me on this journey, and I'll see you in the next room build for our puzzle house. Catch you later. Bye!